Accountants, database managers, or people looking for an ideal work custom keyboard rejoice. 10-key customs are making their way back into the market, and we have a banger for review today. Hey y'all, welcome to Clickbait. I make custom keyboard content that people seem to love, but sometimes forget to subscribe to. Today we'll be taking a look at the Wind X98 sent to me for review by Wind Studios. Now, previous releases from Wind Studios include the Wind X, which left people feeling squeaky clean and streak free, and the Wind X65. Both were met with positive feedback, so let's see how the Wind X98 stacks up. I was sent the blue and red color with the Bluetooth PCB, which came with the battery included. The switches I use for the build are the linear green jackets by KNC Keys. Now, these are super smooth long daddy pole switches that come in either linear or tactile and are smooth stock. These things provide a glorious clack, and I highly recommend you try them out. Discount code in the description for these. So let's see how the final build turned out with GMK Bushido. Now, the Wind X98 is a top/gasket mounted dual structure that has a 3-piece case design. If you're not familiar with the 98% layout, it's essentially a compact full-size keyboard, but more on this in just a bit. There will be 2 ways to purchase the X98. So this may get a little confusing, so let me run through this real quick. First, they'll hold an in-stock sale on clickclack.io from August 10th through August 17th with about 400 units in stock. The price for the in-stock sale and the group buy will be the same, $320 for the wired version and $350 for the Bluetooth version. One thing to note, the in-stock sale will be gasket mount only. The group buy unit top cases will have the necessary screw holes to do the additional top mount if you choose to do that. For me, the gasket mount is the preferred method anyway. Also, the only plate option for the in-stock is going to be polycarbonate, so keep that in mind when you're making your decision on which way to buy. Color options for the in-stock are going to be white pink, gray chocolate, blue red, with a shipping time of 2 to 4 weeks after the in-stock sale has ended. Now, the second sales method will be an unlimited group buy, which is going to start from August 19th through September 19th. I'll have a full vendor list found in the description of the video, so you can see who's going to actually do the group buy for where you live. Now, like I mentioned before, the group buy units will have the dual mounting method, as well as additional plate and accessory options available to choose from. And if you're an ISO fan, the group buy is going to be the way to go for that. Now, the colors for the group buy will include the 3 colors from the in-stock sale, as well as black orange, white yellow, black gray, gray purple, and silver purple. The estimated delivery for the group buy is 4 to 6 months after the group buy has ended. All right, now that we got all that out of the way, let me show you what the kit will include. Now, the kit that you will receive will be fully assembled with tune stabilizers already in the board. All you will need to do is add switches and keycaps. Now, the package includes the X98 case, which is going to have the top, the middle case, and the bottom case, a 1.2mm hot swap wired PCB or a Bluetooth version. This PCB has a lot of flex cuts on it, but I think Wind Studio did a good job at executing these. They also come with a 1.5mm polycarbonate plate, these cool triangular rubber feet, USB Type-C daughter board, which should have 2 pieces so you can have 1 for spare, a PVD Chroma X logo, a silicone gasket socks, a foam kit that includes 1mm pour-on, 2mm pour-on, 2mm hot swap foam, and a 0.5mm IXPE sheet for those who love that marbly sound. It also comes with a set of Gateron ink stabilizers that are enough to cover this 98% layout. Now, these are some premium price stabs, and I was pretty surprised to see them included with the kit. So that's pretty dope. It also had the brass weight, a brass accent piece for the front, all the screws you'll need, and this cool user guide, which I didn't use at all. Now, like I mentioned before, the case for the Wind X98 is a 3-piece case design that includes a top and bottom that sandwich the accented middle case. This middle case accent color shows through the top and bottom piece, making the accent color pop, and it gives quite a unique look to the bottom of the keyboard. It has an oxidized matte finish, and my unit was flawless, and the color really looked nice, although I'm pretty tired of getting blue keyboards. The brass accent piece above the right arrow is a nice touch that fills in what would be a boring blank space otherwise. The PVD'd X logo at the top between the escape and the function keys adds a little bit of flair to the overall look. The brass weight on the bottom is slim and shows just a sliver from the bottom of the case, but I think it's really well done. Overall, the case is really well designed, it looks dope, and the fit and finish are quality. The front height is 19mm paired with a 7-degree typing angle, so I found it really comfortable to type on. The weight fully built comes in at 5.62 pounds or 2.55 kgs for the homies on the East. Now compared to a full-size keyboard, you do get a bit more desk real estate back. They did this by removing a couple of mods to the right of the spacebar, tucking the arrow keys in, making the navigation cluster a single column. This format should be good for most users. Now the X98 is a pleasure to type on. The silicone gasket socks along with the flex cuts make for a bouncy typing feel across the board. You can make adjustments to the feel by adding more layers of the case dampening foams that they provide in the kit. The more case foam, the stiffer the experience. However, even with all 3 case foams, I find the typing feel to be fairly soft and a pleasure to type on. I didn't find any weird vibrations or uneven typing feel, even with just the 1 layer of case dampener. The sound of this keyboard actually surprised me. With all of the flex cuts, I was expecting this to be a muted sound signature, but it turned out to be pretty crisp. I did not use the included IXPE foam and just used plate foam and tried it out with 1, 2, and 3 layers of case foam. You can obviously mix and match, but for the purposes of this review and my sanity, I leave that up to you to play with. Now take a listen. Now I found that using just 1 cheat was good enough for me, but using all 3 did amplify the sound a bit and made it sound a bit more foamy, if you know what that means. After using the board for a week, I landed on using it with all the case foams. The sound just had a little bit more oomph to it. Now with the PC plate, I do recommend going with some long poles for optimal clacktasticness. Yeah. Now if you're looking to make this a quiet work keyboard, I suggest throwing in some silent switches and using just 1 layer of case foam. So what are my final thoughts? I think that this is a fantastic keyboard. I really couldn't find any glaring weaknesses that are worth mentioning. The price is very reasonable for the quality, feel, and sound that you're getting with this keyboard. Now the kit includes plenty of options to fit your sound preferences, and it comes with really nice stabilizers, fully tuned, ready to go out of the box. So those are pretty major pluses. If you're looking for a keyboard with a 10 key for home or something to take to work, this is a must consider keyboard. I really like it. Thanks for watching. More content on the way. I appreciate each and every one of you. Join my Discord if you want to keep the conversation going. Like the video if you found it useful. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. Peace.